Sometimes what we need to hear is not always what we want to hear. Today I want to share with you the best real estate business advice I can give you that you don't want to hear about. Over the years in my real estate business, I've learned some tough lessons. I've had some accountability that maybe didn't feel great, but was exactly what I needed to hear at the time that I heard it. I've always said that I want to be coached hard. Whoever it is that's coaching me, I want someone to coach me hard in a way that's going to make me better. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've learned throughout my career that maybe you might not want to necessarily hear. It may sting a little bit, but I promise it's going to make you better. The first thing is this: you can't have success without the suck. And what I mean by that is that there are going to be parts of this business you're going to have to walk through in order to get where you're wanting to go. They're not going to be fun. They're going to be difficult. They're going to challenge you. They're going to test your fortitude to be if you're serious about finding success in this business. Maybe you don't like making the cold calls, or you don't like time blocking 2 hours a day to prospect, but you know that if you're going to get the level of success you want, you have to do those things. When you get to a place where you understand that it may be difficult now, but it's going to make everything easier in the future, and you walk through that suck portion of the business, success is right around the corner. The second thing is that you can't have new growth without pruning. You know, it's a part of nature where in order to have new growth, you have to prune back some of the things that have been going on or some of the growth that you've been having in order to give room for new growth. What does this mean in your business? In a lot of cases, what this means is that maybe you have to disassociate yourself with some people that are holding you back. Maybe it's that you need to surround yourself with people that are going to help you grow. Maybe it's that you need to subtract some of the things that are in your business that you've just always done that aren't bearing any fruit. Maybe you're spending money on online leads and you're not getting any closings from it. Why continue to do that? Prune back that, leave room for some new growth, and find some strategies that are actually going to bear some fruit. You see, when we understand the fact that when we prune something, it leaves room for new growth, everything else takes care of itself. The third thing is that you're not as unforgettable as you think you are. Now, this personally happened to me a couple of times throughout my career and gave me the understanding that I have to stay top of mind with my people. I have to follow up with them. I'll give you some real life examples. I remember I walked in, it was like 2 years after a sale. I'd had this closing, I had this great connection with these clients, but I had not talked to them. And I saw the wife of the person who had bought, or the couple that had bought this house, and I walked up to her in the public shopping center here, and I basically just walked up and said, "Hey, how you guys doing? Y'all love the house." And she looked at me like she had no idea who I was. And it was because I had become unforgettable. I had not stayed in touch with them. And although for me I was building a relationship, for them it was just a transaction because I had not followed up. I had not stayed in touch. I had not continued to just check in and see how they were doing. And consequently, I had lost that relationship. Also, I had another time. I had someone that I had done business with maybe 3 to 4 years previously, and all of a sudden it popped up on the MLS that they had listed with someone else. And I was a person who wanted to know why. I wanted to make myself better. And I just called them and I said, "Hey, this is Jimmy. Hey, it's just been a little while. I saw where you guys got the house on the market. Congratulations. Just curious, trying to make myself better. Why did you not choose me to have an opportunity to possibly list that home for you?" And they said, "Jimmy, this is embarrassing to say, but in reality, we were trying to remember who it was that had worked with us, and we just simply couldn't remember." Boom, that hurt so bad. But what it did is it gave me an understanding that it is critically important for us to grow our businesses and to have the success that we're looking for, to understand that we're not as unforgettable as we think. We must continue to stay in touch. We must have systems in place to keep ourselves top of mind for those clients. If you're wanting to grow your business and see it compound over time, make sure that you become unforgettable. The fourth thing is that if you're going to be a bridge, sometimes you get walked on. Now, this is what I mean. Our job literally is to take buyers and sellers from where they are and help them bridge to where it is that they want to go. So what is it that we do on a daily basis to make that happen? In a lot of cases, what happens is that we put ourselves second. We make sure that we're meeting their needs, and sometimes that is a sacrifice of our needs. It's a sacrifice of our time. It's a sacrifice of the things that we do. It is a sacrifice that it benefits the buyers or the sellers, and sometimes it's abused. Sometimes we're taken advantage of. You have to understand, though, that in my case, in my business, what I've found over time is that when I put other people first and I became that bridge, yes, I was walked on sometimes, but in reality, that's my job, is to help them get from one place to another. And if sometimes that means that I'm not going to be put first and my needs are not going to be met as quickly or in the way that I'd hoped they had been, that's just simply my job. My job is to do what I'm supposed to do to help them get there. And then I have to understand that everything else is going to move in the direction as it should. By not putting yourself first, understanding that sometimes you're going to get walked over, everything in your business will begin to compound and will grow because of the attitude you have. Number 5 is that everything you want in life is on the other side of your fear. What is it that you're fearful of? Are you fearful of the phone and making phone calls? Then you should make more phone calls. Are you fearful of doing video and how you look on video? Then you should do more videos. Are you at a place where you're fearful that if you go out there and you put yourself out there and you market yourself, that someone is going to make a little bit of fun of you, or maybe they're going to be critical of the way that you do things? Then you should absolutely go out there and put yourself out there more. You see, our fear is what holds us back from the success that we deserve and that we need in our businesses. Face your fears, overcome your fears, and success will follow. Next up is, if you want to get different results, you have to do different things. You see, what got you here to this level of success you're at now is not going to be what gets you to that next level. You're going to have to level up the amount of service you provide. You're going to have to level up the knowledge that you have in this market. You're going to have to level up in the marketing that you do to become noticed and become trusted as the real estate source in your market. You see, if you're wanting to take your business to the next level, you have to begin to do some new and some different things. Testing these things, seeing what works, trying out a few different neighborhoods that you're going to be farming, doing more open houses, whatever it is. When you expand the level of service you're providing, your business expands as well. Last truth to understand is, this isn't even about you. This business is not about you. It's about the clients. It's about their needs. And when we get ourselves out of the way and we begin to focus on exactly what it is that we can do to better serve those clients that we've been entrusted to have, if they're buyers, to help them get that house of their dreams, if they're sellers, to be able to move on to the next phase of their life as fast as possible and to max out their price at the highest level possible. When we get ourselves out of it and we begin to focus on those needs and we focus on pursuing those needs, putting them first, and we get out of the way of our own ego and our own pride, everything else begins to move in the direction we're looking for. As Zig Ziglar famously said, when we help other people get everything that they want in life, we absolutely get everything that we want in life as well. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.